Hey all, it's Ian here from the Sports Card Side Hustle, coming to you with a grading reveal, and I wanted to explain a few things and give a few more details when I do this grading reveal. So I'm showing you Erling Haaland in his 2021 Panini Donruss Road to Qatar, but his Kaboom, right? Those highly sought after Kabooms. And I got lucky, or it came out nice, but if I show you, it's also really not that much luck. It was also probability. So if I show you this 2021, his first Kaboom, and I choose the reveal button in the PSA app, it's kind of nice. It always starts with the back of the card. Excuse me. Kind of giving you some suspense there. So you see the back of the card, you see it slabbed, you see a certificate number, but you don't know the grade yet. And you simply swipe, and you see I got a PSA 10, right? So PSA 10, outstanding. I buy raw, I grade, and then I like the probability of increasing my value like fairly significantly by doing that. And I'll show you some more detail now. I could then hit share from that grade reveal right here. I could share it to social media, to via text message, etc. But then I want to show you my logic and why I went through with this purchase and the process I went through, why I find it very worth the risk, right? So that was a PSA 10. If you go over to my purchases, I already had set up in my eBay my history here with my purchases. And I won this in a snipe for $623. I think I had my max bid set for like $705 or $755, something I was willing to go to. But then it only had to bid to $623 to win that for me at the last second. And I was on September 28th. So by mid-November, I've got it back to me, grading filled out, sent to grading, received it back, and I can do that grading reveal here on like November 18th here, right? But then why was I willing to pay that amount? Let's go to a couple more of our tools. If you go check this site out, which is gemrate.com, it's a wonderful site. You can go through the cards and you can see their gem rate, and you can find out, say, what's the probability that I'm going to get this PSA 10 in this card, in this ultra modern card, or really any card, but obviously it's more for ultra modern. You're not going to go to a vintage card and find gem rates. But so you can put it in here and you can find it that way. But I do have a Card Ladder subscription. So when I look at this card in Card Ladder and the value, I'm seeing, okay, PSA 10 has kind of leveled off or trailed off to a $1,500 card, but that's still a great value and turnaround. So I want to know if I'm willing to pay, you know, around near half that for a raw card, am I likely to then spend $40 or $75 for grading and get that PSA 10 that I hope for? Well, right here in this pop button in the middle, if I hit that where it says pop 86, look at this card. It's a Kaboom, highly sought after Kaboom. Only it's saying 86 is the population for the PSA 10. There's only been 104 graded with PSA. So 104, you know, it's a short print. There's not a lot. It's been out a few years. But 86 out of 104, I've got an 80+% chance of getting a gem rate. And a 9, you're usually not going to lose money either. You're usually going to make some, especially on the higher end cards from raw. And of these 104 cards, only one didn't get a 9 or a 10. So I've got less than a 1% chance of not getting a 9 or 10. I've got less than a 20% chance of getting less than a 10. So that was well worth it to me to pay. And then you could see the ratios for Beckett as well, where they're, you know, 6 are gem mint out of 9. SGC, somebody seemed to send a bad card in to SGC because there's only been one graded and it was an 8. But maybe that's why they didn't want to pay the higher value. So anyways, just want to kind of show you the process I go through in my decision making for price points when I set a snipe, how I buy, and the likelihood that I know I'm going to get a 10, right? So that was nice. That gem mint rate of 86 out of 104, I was willing to buy that raw, send it in, and sure enough, I got a 10 back. So thanks for listening. That's a grading reveal on the 2021 Erling Haaland Kaboom. Glad I got a 10 and a gem, but the probability was high. It was over 80%. So thanks for listening. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want to learn how to use these tools, if you want to discuss, and have a good Thanksgiving week all. Take care.